welcome back to Little Blue Homestead. Of course, I'm Tasha, and this is my mother, Elena. And it's 2021.
Yeah. So welcome to Little Blue Homestead.
Alright, so what we are doing today is we are just going to go through with the new additions or what we plan on adding on to the garden for 2021. And the reason for that is one, this is just a blog, just one, to see if we get it done at the end of 2021, and two, it's just a starting point.
Yeah, it's just the beginning. We're going to add other stuff to our property, and we want to see what we can establish throughout the year, starting from the beginning and down to the end of the year. So we'll see how much we can get accomplished. We're going to let y'all see our orchard that we started last year. And we've only been in our property for 2 years, so all our plants are still babies. They're still growing, they're young. But hopefully soon we'll see some growth and some achievement in our orchard.
So if you remember me telling you that when we first bought the property, we had 2 peach trees. One of them somebody accidentally chopped down, but the other one
it wasn't growing right.
But the other one is still is giving out peaches, and we bought another 2-year-old tree, 2 little sapling to replace the one that was chopped down. However, last year we started a little area that we are considered the orchard.
Yes, we did, because I wasn't happy where it was located. It was located near the house in the farther up part of the property, and we have all this land in front of our property, and I know that we can utilize it and hopefully we can grow an orchard. So we planted.
So we're going to go into the orchard, and she's going to show you what we have so far.
Okay, let's go. This is our pear tree, and it is a Orient pear. We still have the little tag. So we have 2 pear trees. This is one, and then the other one over here. Now you have to space them apart to give them room to grow. So we have that one. So we have 2 pear trees. We also have pomegranate plants, which we have 3.
So there's one of them.
One here, one there.
And I don't know,
The one that is way over in the
corner. So we originally bought the pomegranate plants the same time we got the second peach tree. So all of the plants are in year 2 and 3. So we don't plan on getting anything from the pear or the pomegranates for another 1.5 years.
We're not, because they're too young. So last year we also had a hibiscus plant that was growing in our garden, and it kind of took over the entryway, and it wasn't very nice there because it was very bushy. So we took it down and we transplanted in our orchard to give it more space. And out of that we have 4 beginnings of hibiscus plants. So this is one.
So that's one of the hibiscus. That's the biggest one so far.
And then we have 2 over there. We have one here and one over there. And then we have another one in the back side.
All right, and then the last ones would be the figs, right?
Yes, and then along the other way, my honey bunny, Joseph, brought me fig trees from Houston when he used to come down and visit. It's weird, it's like boyfriend's giving you a gift. Well, he didn't give me stuff, he gave me plants. So his tree was like me. So over here, where you go?
Right here.
Let me see. Oh, there it goes. Is one. Of course, the winter got it, so it's going to come back up in spring. So we have a total of 3 fig trees, and hopefully, like I said, they're all young. They'll start to bush out and grow. We have put a lot of wood chips on this section here to give it nourishment, and I plan on putting more wood chip as we get it. We want the whole thing covered with wood chip, so that way we don't have to worry about drought. The woodshed will soak up the water and keep it moist so it can be well watered.
And one reason why we chose this area was because this is one of the areas that dry out the least. When we were mowing or whenever we noticed that this area right here collected a lot more water, because I guess because it's on the bottom of the hill and there's a little dip. So we chose this area for the orchard because it dries out the least.
Let me talk.
Good.
Okay. All right. So this is going to be our orchard plant right here. We don't plan on it growing any bigger. Hopefully not. So if you can look further down this way, you can see the little blue homestead. And our garden is placed right in front of the house. It is said that people should put their gardens where it's easy to access, because you want to come out of your home and feel like you can just go straight to the garden instead of having to walk miles and miles. So we put our garden right where it was comfortable, in front of our house.
All right. Where in the, okay, what is the game called? Like, what's that game guy called? Where's Watto?
Where's Watto? Where's Nina?
Where's Nina?
Nina? Oh, the little white dog.
Look, there she is. There's Nina.
Are you rolling?
Go ahead, Mom.
So one of our features about our garden is that we noticed that some of our veggies were being uprooted. So we realized we had rabbits. So
There's a rabbit right there.
we put this barrier here to keep the rabbits out of our garden. But the problem is we can't keep the dogs out for some reason. They know where the open gate is and decides to make themselves at home.
So the barrier actually did work last year to keep the rabbits out. And semi-worked to keep the dogs out, not all the time. All right, Mom. So what is going to be the new addition this year to the garden?
Well, hopefully things work out well. We're going to have raised beds all along here. And it's going to shape of a U. We got the beginning of one set.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's one raised bed right there that Joseph spent his time working on.
And so what we need is another set of beds on that side. And then of course we're going to have another set along here. So we're finding that our raised beds are working out better because they don't just go down like hay bales. Hay bales you have to redo every year, and we don't have access to it every year.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, 2020, for not for that.
if we do come across it, that is wonderful. Maybe we can use it in our garden again, but for now we need to be sustainable and not always relocating. So that's our plan for this garden, is to make it to where it can reseed itself and it can grow again next year if it's one of those annual things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, welcome back. So here we are at our greenhouse that was on the property, and we decided to move it to this section of the property because we want to make it into a chicken coop. But for now, it is what it is. We're going to maybe use it as a greenhouse temporarily until we can put the bigger greenhouse on the opposite side over here of the property.
So how do you want to make that into the chicken coop?
Well, we are going to put, I already bought the material, is some sliding panels all along, and then we're going to keep the sliding door. Inside we're going to build the coop. So the frame is there, we just got to transition it for chickens. Okay, so as we talked about, the compost is also in our our property, which we put together with pallets. And I have 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, and I'm using it daily. I put all my scraps in here, kitchen scraps like coffee, banana peels, everything that comes from the garden that we use, scraps, peels, we throw them in here, along with landscape materials like leaves, and I had some shrubs earlier that I cut down. They weren't too thick, so I put them in here. It can break down. Also, fireplace soot, the fire pit, when it burns down, we take it, clean it out, dump it in here. This compost is very essential for our garden. It gives it a lot of nutrients and fertilizer, so we love our compost. This compost does wonders.
So what's the plan for 2021 with the compost? Are you going to do you want to extend it, or do you just want to keep it as it is?
I would like to extend it. I think that because we use so much of it, that we need to extend it. Maybe come out more. Maybe come out more.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Maybe put a couple more pallets, connect a couple more pallets from here to here, and make it more long so that the back section can continue to compost down, and the front section will be added as we go. I call this co-pack. Some people might call it a little bit of both, because I do cover it with plastic sometimes so that it can cook. Other times I just leave it alone and let it do its thing until I need compost dirt, and then I worry about it at that point.
But right now, we're not making enough compost
No.
for what our garden needs.
No, as a matter of fact, we just finished up taking out a whole bunch of it and putting it in our garden to fill that first bed that we showed you earlier. So, right now, I'm barely trying to fill it up. So, I might just go driving around a car and pick up people's trash, like their yard leaves, dump the leaves in here. That's free leaves. Hey, I wouldn't have to pick it up. I pick up everybody's yard leaves. Or maybe you can call me and say you got some leaves, and if you live close by, I'll come pick it up. Or even better, put it in your trunk or your truck and bring it to me. That'd be a plus.
All right, and the very last addition to 2021 is what that man back there is working on. Joseph has been dedicating half of his weekends, I do mean half, like 2 weekends out of a month, to installing a water system. So he is on the final push of it, and what it is he is running water under the ground to the garden, to the orchard, into a third section that we haven't got started yet, that we're going to use as it's going to be an in-ground garden, but he's running a water line through so that we can water those 3 sections without having to pull the hose. So that is a plus that Joseph's working for 2020. Hi, Mom.
Hi. So Joseph is an awesome asset to the Little Blue Homestead. He is our manpower. If we can't do it, he'll do it for us, or we just do it all together. A lot of these projects are all together, but all the little things, we take care of it.
So Joseph's a great addition to 2021.
Yes, he is.
Alright, so those are the add-ons and everything that we're doing for the house, and we're hoping we can get them all done this year. But as we go, we'll see what we get done, and the growing season is going to be starting soon. Actually, seedling season is going to be starting soon. So technically it is growing season.
It's almost there. It's still got some little chill in the air. Our frost date is not until March the 15th. But sometime here in Texas where we are, we can cheat a little bit and get started early.
So pretty soon here we're going to start with the seedlings and start getting the garden supplemented and everything ready so we can get things in the ground and get started for spring/summer.
That's right.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let y'all guys go.
All right. Well, God bless. Take care and be safe.
And if you like our video, please subscribe. Or if you know anybody who
Like. Thumbs up.
or if you know anybody who's would like this video, go ahead and pass it over to them. Other than that, this is Tasha and Lana signing off, and we'll talk to you later.
Little Blue Homestead.